going to wrap things up now with Coach Alan Metzel. Of course, he was on with us a few weeks ago. They won their first game, lost the next four, and then they opened district play last Friday and beat a really good Pittsburgh team. So they are now 2-4, but they're 2-0, I believe, or 1-0 in conference play, district play. So I asked Coach Alan Metzel, how does he sustain the attitude, stay up, guys, there's light at the end of the tunnel?
Yeah.
And part of that is because they've had a really tough, like they always do, pre-district season. Here's what he says.
You know, it's always about, regardless of where you are we taking that next step? And so today, we're taking the next step. We realize we got a win last Friday night. This week we got a big game against Van. We've got to get better in order to make that happen. So it starts with today.
Did you have to, guys, get off the mat? We can make this happen, because there's a light at the end of the tunnel. The big win against a really good Pittsburgh team last week. You start the season off with a win, you lose 4 straight. How do you maintain, although it wasn't district games, how do you maintain their enthusiasm through the dark days?
Well, that is a sign of your character, and a program is able to make it through difficult times. I think the investment that you have from years and years of being with kids and them trusting you, they trust the process. They know that if we'll put in the work, that we're going to see results. And so they hung in there, they committed to each other, and we're starting to see some of the fruit of that.
What was the key last Friday night?
I think the ability to attack after adversity hit. We had all kinds of adversity, multiple ways, and just playing the next play, it was big on multiple occasions, being able to stop. We turned the ball over on the first play of the game. Play 4 of the game, we block a field goal. So, you flip that momentum and turn it back your way.
First play of the game, it's easy to go, here we go again, but your team did not.
They did not. And again, that shows the buy-in, that shows the trust, that shows the willingness to play the next play. A lot of times you hear those things and they almost become cliche to fans. They're not inside that field house. They're not on this field. It's the way of life.
One final question. Talk about the keys for Friday night.
We've got to be able to take care of the ball. These guys, they're good. They play hard. We've got to match their intensity, and then we've got to make plays whenever that opportunity warrants. And so whenever the ball comes your way, whether it's an interception opportunity, a catch, a block to spring somebody into the end zone, you've got to do your job.
Well, that was head coach Alan Metzel, obviously. Big game this week.
Big game. It's game number 2 in conference play. As I said, they've sandwiched 4 losses in between the first win and the last win. They beat a really good Pittsburgh team last Friday night. Their record last year was 10-4 with the playoffs, and they're in position to duplicate that record. And so we'll see how things turn out for them, because that's why we do the tough games early, because we want to see what we're about. And I think you're going to see a turnaround with this team.
Yeah. Well.